We're going to do the basic unpacking of the 42105 permeability machine. First thing we're going to do is remove the top styrofoam section of the machine. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the drum of the machine. We're going to pull it up by the handle. We're going to be very careful of the calibration sensor rod that's here. We don't want to place this on its side. We don't want to handle it by this here. If it gets misaligned, it causes problems with the readings on the machine. So we can take this, put it to the side. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this machine from the box. Receive like this, bring this out, and then we can put the drum back into the machine just as a demonstration of how it fits. Nice and careful. We didn't bump the rod and do any misalignment on it. And then we can go ahead and do the rest of the basic setup of the machine. Coming with that are the accessories power cord, the pneumatic regulator without lubricator on it, the pneumatic hose, and the fittings that go onto the pneumatic regulator to hold the hose in place and onto the machine. We are going to do the initial setup for this machine. So first thing we're going to do is pull the drum out of the machine, handling it with the top handle, being careful not to knock or misalign this rod right here. So we're going to set this off to the side. Then we are going to add our water and antifreeze solution into the machine. So the first thing we need to do is have something to plug up the hole up here, and we're going to add the water. Internal to the machine there is a sensor, and we are going to add this mixture up to that sensor or to the prescribed amount of water that's on the calibration certificate. We are good there. So we are going to put the drum back in, again making sure that we handle it here. We put this into the machine, we drop this down, and we put that into place. As we're going to turn on the machine, and we are going to do the basic installation connection of the hose and the power cord. We are going to take a look at the rear port here to make sure we don't have any styrofoam or dirt. We're going to attach the hose on the end here. And we are going to take the connector and we are going to put this on finger tight. And then we are good. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to connect the power cord. This end goes in here. So we're going to turn the machine on and we are going to see the Simpson logo on the display. It will go through a couple of menu functions before it settles into the main startup menu. Comes up, shows 000 to start with. And we're going to use a 42132 permeability standard to do the operational check on the machine. So we are going to place that on there. This is used for the air to force through the sample itself. We are going to press the start button. The air comes into the machine. It starts to raise the drum on the machine. The individual notches that are on the calibration rod will be donated or designated by the dots on the front screen there. 1 dot, 2 dots, 3rd dot turns off the air, the drum descends. After the first dot disappears, then the second dot goes away, the timer starts. And when the last dot disappears, then we'll get our permeability reading, which should be matched or very close to what we have on our permeability standard here. So this permeability standard was a 114. And we are at 112, which is within the plus or minus 5% for this machine. And that is it for the operational check on this machine.